looking at this as a winnable game. What were you able to do to take that lead early on and then hold them off?
I think it was just, establish our run game, a huge run by Owen, and for the second touchdown, and just being able to stay consistent. I think that was our biggest thing defensively, offensively, across the board. Be consistent with what we had to do. Little breakdowns, like, result in, results that you don't want.
Yeah.
So I think when we were consistent, what we did, both sides of the ball, we were more effective. And, it seemed like both of us shot ourselves in the foot, and both teams played hard, and, we were held on at the end. We were lucky to get a great, like what we talk about, the biggest character play in football is when someone scores on you after they've run it up and down on you, to go and understand next.
They were gassing you pretty good there.
And we didn't really have an answer because we were pretty simple, because we had to be pretty simple with a lot of young guys out there. And, hung in there, and, after everything went, an outstanding effort and came off the edge. Special teams, huge play, won it with that.
Let me start with that block PAT first, though, and kind of work our way backwards there. Was there something you noticed? Is it just a matter of nothing fancy, just beating your guy off the edge and making a beeline for the kicker?
Yeah, their first touchdown they scored, I knew I got pretty close, and then, I just knew I had to make a big play, and I knew I could get there, so I just went after it.
So, was it getting that first step by him and getting the edge so you had a clear lane to get to it?
Yeah.
What's it like blocking that? 2 touchdowns is great, but knowing that, okay, now we still have the lead here, we get a chance to run the clock out. What's that feeling like?
It's just like a great shift in momentum. As soon as you hit it, it's just it's overwhelming, just joy. It was awesome.
You did fairly well, it seemed like, just on those kind of simple inside tosses, right? Is there a specific name that you guys use for that on those little inside tosses where you're following a lead blocker there?
Yeah, it's just power.
Just straight power? Okay. So on the 57-yard run, it was that, and you kind of cut back to the right?
Yeah.
Same type thing, use your speed to get to the outside. Were you surprised you got caught there, or did you know somebody was running your back?
I don't really know. I was a little surprised. I thought I was going to go all the way for a sec, but it's still a big run regardless, so I was happy with it.
Ryan, what does someone like Owen mean in terms of leadership for the other guys? And hey, it's one thing to have the title of being a captain, you can do all the talking, but to